In the news this week, Working on Fire celebrates Heritage Day across the country.
The theme for Heritage Month 2015 was Our Indigenous Knowledge, Our Heritage Towards the Identification, Promotion and Preservation of South Africa's Living Heritage. This is how our team celebrated the day.
In the Eastern Cape, teams performed their traditional Xhosa dance and shared the history of the Xhosa culture. In Gauteng, the provincial staff dressed in their traditional attires and had portions of meals which included the vendors' mopani worms. In KwaZulu-Natal, the Mammoth team showed how the Zulu culture celebrate the ceremony of a young daughter becoming a woman. The Batswana from the Northwest Province played indigenous games to celebrate their day, and they showcased their attires and also shared in traditional meals.
In Mpumalanga, the Wakkerstroom team celebrated Heritage Day with pupils at Utaga Secondary School. They performed traditional Zulu dance, which signified the return of men from hunting. The girls would receive them back home by joining in their dance with Zulu ululation. And as we see here, the Bethlehem team from the Free State went out of their way to celebrate their Sesotho culture. Sesotho traditional meal was served and traditional dancing took place by the ladies. The meal and dancing shows how cultural ceremonies such as weddings are celebrated and how groups would eat and dance together after going out to fields to harvest crops. Shortly thereafter, Tommy Mokoena, who is the Provincial Fire Awareness Training Officer, took to the stage and he shared his pride in reciting his Bakwena clan name that speaks of his ancestral roots and tribe. On the other side of the country, Limpopo Province celebrated Heritage Day by attending an event hosted by SANParks at the Mapungubwe National Park, which has been declared as a heritage site. The guests were treated to the educational traditional dance and songs which carried a message about the history of the descendants of the Mapungubwe Valley. The Pedis, Mapadi and vendors Chikoma traditional dances carried various messages which were used by the descendants to communicate various messages like courting. Traditional meals from the vendor culture, which consisted of mopani worms, were prepared and explained on their impacts on the human body. Silokobe, the ground operations manager of Limpopo, shared his thoughts on the day.
It was actually a very good day today. We managed to meet a lot of people from different tribes.
Miranda Moraba, who is the interpretation officer at Mapungubwe, had this to say about the success of this day's event.
I feel that my objective for the day was met because my objective was to instill the knowledge of our heritage to the young ones.
The Garden Route boasts about their 100% pass rate after the Yellow Card training camp. The Garden Route region in the Eastern Cape hosted their annual Yellow Card training camp in September 2015. The objective of the Yellow Card training camp was to ensure firefighters are competent and meet the required standards to be deployed to the fire line. Firefighters undergo refresher training on both theory and practical exercises during the camp. Over 130 firefighters in the West District worked very hard to obtain the yellow cards as to get ready for the upcoming fire season in the Garden Route. 8 teams, namely Chichikama, Wittelsbos, Jobertina, Longmoor, Kroms River, Addo, Bavianskloof and Johnsonville were assessed on their physical fitness and completed written assessments to demonstrate their knowledge of WOF's fire safety and survival procedures.
Safety, ladies and gentlemen, is very important to us. If we are safe, which means we have to start with discipline first. If we are disciplined, which means we will be safe in the fire line. We have to be fit. Because what these instructors, they were telling you here, you have to take it with both hands and go to the bases and implement it.
All firefighters were assessed on doing line construction, drill competition, and fitness tests that included 2.4-kilometer run, push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, route march, as well as passing through fire. The team morale was high. All the teams showed teamwork during the route march and while doing the line construction.
Instead of letting circumstances control and defeat you, use them to push you into action so that you can change your present situation. Bad times aren't going to last forever, but if you want more great times to start doing things that will make that a reality, it's time to work toward your ideal destination. Be positive in action you take in your life. Thank you. Let me not forget to thank the instructors and the management that has been good to us, and the ladies that were cooking for us in the kitchen. The journey has been nice. We enjoyed every moment of it. We'd like to thank you all, guys. Thank you.
Congratulations to the Garden Road region for achieving 100% pass rate during their yellow card training camp. Remember, safety first on the fire line. Working on fire has many talents. Over the years, our firefighters have shown their various unique song, dance, cultural and sporting skills. Now we want you to share these skills with us on our very own WoF TV news. We encourage you to send us video clips where you can share with us some of these unique skills. These clips can be sent to your Provincial Communications Officer. We promise that if these clips are good enough and usable, we will include it in our monthly WoF TV news episodes.
Yeah, baby, every day I thank God for the blessing gave me, and it's none other than you, baby. You gave me a new life, a different picture of life to make my dreams a reality. You stand, work hard behind me to everything, but baby, you're the first I love. You are number one in my heart, and baby, this be sure because never in my life I met a girl like you. I wanna be with you no matter what I have to do. You know I want you, baby girl, you are my boo. And I don't wanna spend my life without you. Never in my life I've met a girl like you. I wanna be with you no matter what I have to do. You know I want you, baby girl, you are my boo. And I don't wanna spend my life without you.